If it's about money, then you know it's what.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. Get some space around midfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Give him about 3 on that 1st down carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. A lot of mass on the move here. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom. Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Flying down the middle with Henry. Has some room to work. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
Listen. We're going tonight. 180.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Oh, no place to go. Ravens take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap here to go. Play to Walker on the check down. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, so that brings up 4th and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's Goff on 4th down. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. And in motion, out of the slot. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Listen. Hard ball.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st down throw from Goff. Dropped underneath. Walker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
go. Like 20.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Cut. 180. 14. 14.
Motion the slot man right.
Cut.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the first.
The kicker on for the
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
The QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Henry running left. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
3rd and 2.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pass pulled in by Henry. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So first down from the 41. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. He still has room inside the 30. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. You put a receiver in motion right. You give here to the motion man. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Gall. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Look at that power. Deep left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get for Boyce Scott. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
DC.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
Lamar back to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Jackson yet again. Andrews has it, working downfield. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They get to Henry on the inside handoff. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
This is Henry on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Middle.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
No, we changed it. You are X.
Kill. Turn up. Turn up.
Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Loop. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Loop knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dortch now to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Goff on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Dose of the hurry up here. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. The gun, give to him. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Board. Hey, middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's his running back. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws. Five
still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Hey,
Now Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Move. Hey, report. Report. UAA.
From the red zone on 1st. And this call's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. A questionable snap. He can't connect. It is no good. And this will remain a 4-point game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Jackson keeping it himself. And they hit him along the sideline there. Pick up of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They run it with King Henry. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So early movement for the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Jackson to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll make up a few of the yards that they lost to that flag. Looks like 2nd down and 12 coming up.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Now it's Lamar. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. This one's set up for Lamar. Play not developing as they hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
13.
Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That's the line he's going to run for it. He can't fight off all they need. That's out of bounds. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down now. 7 to go. From the gun, Goff. On the move, headed right. Well, he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
We go tonight.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore off the pick 6. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Dortch now to return it. Things going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Hey, 76. 4 now.
Goff trying again here after the pick. Big strike here to Williams. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Listen. 120.
Man in motion here.
What?
He's going to throw again. Goff. Goes it at the 7. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one connects. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Fox now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, we're ready.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. No. Hey, report. Yo. Hey, no.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Has his man, it's Smite. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
25-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. And you just get the play off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Second and 6 coming up here.
No.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Escapes out to the left. This one's caught. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll run here with Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Design run. Jackson keeping it. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. We got maybe a yard there, so a long third and goal coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Jackson has it, third and goal. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's gone. They did it! He made the interception! And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Brought in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey!
He'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. He's back to throw. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Detroit.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw it. Hauled in down the sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Complete to Walker on the check down. He will have the Lions 1st down, and they can start to celebrate now. This one's over.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, start with 1st and goal. We'll look to throw it. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
1st down, here's Lamar. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Lamar now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge, huge results for your team.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Always orange, always orange.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Going deep here for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So the Lions get the win on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with the
on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said I have a proposition. Every they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? She said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to glow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma break my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight. It's quite